Welcome to Berggruen Gallery's Memorial Exhibition of work by Wayne Thiebaud. Our great friend and the wonderful artist Wayne Thiebaud passed away in the end of December at the age of 101. Boy, what a life, what a gentleman, what a talent. And this exhibition is a small memorial show of work that I basically, Gretchen and I, my wife and I, have collected over the last 40 years. Is something that's been a great pleasure and joy for us to live with. You know, each one of these works of art has a story. And this painting, wonderful, wonderful example of his still life rendering of fruits, pies, cakes, watermelon, is somewhat late in his career. And it's one of the last works I acquired of Wayne's. This beautiful pastel, mixed media, is one of Wayne's wonderful depictions of gumball machines. And he's famous for doing these in the 60s and the 70s. And this happens to be, I think, one of the largest versions of works on, a work on paper. And the first work I purchased by Wayne Thiebaud was in 1971 or 2 at the Basel Art Fair, of all places, in Basel, Switzerland. It was a gumball machine, quite a bit smaller than this pastel, which is now in a show at the Fine Arts Museum, Legion of Honor Museum here in San Francisco, an exhibition of pastels. Otherwise, it would be included in this exhibition. And moving down the road, here's another example of Wayne's mastery of pastel, and another favorite subject of his and mine too, are yo-yos. Now, a lot of people don't seem to know what yo-yos are so much anymore. Is that true? Well, maybe, maybe not. In any case, I believe these are sort of oversized, larger yo-yos. I think they're from Japan, actually, which he painted. But then they're individually painted. We happen to have a few of those at home in our collection. They're not in the show. Maybe they should have been. Now, here is a work of monumental importance and proportions. It is the largest cityscape painting that he did, as far as I know. And it is a depiction of an invented scene in San Francisco with the precipitous hills, parks, and one of the most interesting factors in this painting, this building here, which could be interpreted not just architecturally, but as a stack of cakes. Look at the frosting, my goodness. Quite inventive. And it's, I think, beautiful colors, beautiful. The scale is so dramatic. It's for sale too. In this vitrine is a selection of memorabilia, announcements, and including a portfolio of the Delights etchings from 1964. On the wall here is a drawing of salt and pepper shakers, which was done on a placemat, a paper placemat, probably in a diner. In any case, salt and pepper, which we used in our wedding announcement because Gretchen was more salt and maybe I was more pepper. It's quite personal. It was a gift from Wayne. Wayne always had a fascination with neckties. It's almost like sculptural objects, and occasionally bow ties. So here you have a charcoal drawing bow ties, and his use of composition in terms of space and relationships was pretty interesting too. And here you have rows of neckties. You all remember neckties, don't you? I'm wearing one. Nobody else is, but then again, it's a little bit of history right there of Wayne's work, or aspect of his work. It's the fact that he would hand color etchings that were black and white prints, and later on would add color to them, which was a wonderful, wonderful addition to his work. And so is this one, the melon. I've never seen a melon look more majestic. And one of the things that I wanted to be included in this exhibition were photos of some of our experiences with Wayne Thiebaud. Here you see me and Wayne at his studio in Sacramento with some paintings that were recently completed. And this very endearing photograph of Gretchen and Wayne was taken on the occasion of an exhibition or a celebration we had for Wayne's 95th birthday. Look at that youngster. Look at how happy Gretchen is. Wonderful smile. And Wayne's smile too, and his friendship even exudes those qualities. My son Alex Berggruen and Wayne, at the same time as the first photograph was taken about a year ago. And obviously he had a nice rapport with Gretchen, and he even liked me a little bit too. So thank you all for visiting.